Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and welcome to day 14 of Christy's Beautiful Life, 30 Days of Sketches. So today's sketch is from Page Maps, and I really like it. So I was looking at this sketch, and I had different pictures pulled out. I had different paper pulled out, and it sat on my desk overnight, and I was like, yeah, I don't like that. So I literally look on the ground, and this tells you how clean my room is, but there was the leftover pieces from my How to Kill a Kit with Style from the month of February. Now, mind you, I'm actually recording this in March, so it hasn't been sitting on my floor for 2 months, but definitely a month. So I had done the Horizon collection, and I had that one big piece of cut apart left. And I was like, oh, this is a perfect way to use a cut apart sheet. So in addition to a perfect way to use a cut apart sheet, it would also be a perfect way to use like scraps, that type of thing. And originally I was like, I'm just going to do it all pattern paper, and I'm going to put one photo where it says that title is. I've done a layout kind of like that in the past and love it. But then I realized that I had these 3 photos that needed to be scrapped from our trip to Mexico. And I was like, I think I can cut these down to the size of the cut aparts. So it was right when we had got there, and we took the kids straight out to the beach. And of course, anytime I hit a beach, I have to do a picture of my toes in the sand. And then I grabbed a picture of my husband and son kind of looking at the water, and then my son on his phone. So I was like, it's just kind of a funny picture. So I wanted to just kind of document this as kind of like our first little bit of time there. And so I pretty much fit all but the one journaling card that I'm using right there for sizing on this layout, which is super exciting because that used up even more. So I will get all 3 photos. At this point, I wasn't sure if I could get them all on. I'm trimming down cards and that type of thing. But it's super easy, and it would be fun to do some machine stitching. You could do it around each block. I think that would be nice. It looks like in the sketch they did it all the way around, like the entire block of pattern paper. So you could do either, or you could do none. You could do some fake stitching. At this point, as I look at the layout, I have chose to do nothing, but not to say that won't change. So that one card down there at the bottom, I did end up cutting because I knew it wasn't going to fit, and I'm not really liking the way it looked, so I decided to go with this card instead, and then just fussy cut the sentiment out of the other card that says Happy Day. So while you are watching me try to figure out sizing on all these pieces, that's kind of like a big puzzle, I do want to remind you that Christy and Daisy and Moira and Shannon are all playing along this month as well. So their links will be down in the description box below, so you can check out their take on this sketch. There is just going to be so much inspiration for you guys this month, for the month of April. It's super exciting. And I think I will try to make a playlist when everything is said and done. We'll see how well I do with that. But I am going to try, and then, you know, if you need a little binge watching, you can just pull up the playlist. So, the other thing that I wanted to tell you is if you would like to play along, we would love to see what you are making. So Christy does have a hashtag. It is hashtag 30DSCBL5, or you can tag us in either in on Instagram or one of the Facebook groups that we're in, because we would love to see your takes on these things as well. It's so fun for us to do it, but it's really fun for us to see what you have done as well. So now I am all glued down, and then this particular floral was actually another cut apart, and I just fussy cut the floral out of it. And then I went through what I had left of the embellishments, which I do have quite a few. So there was a lot to pick from, but I don't have a lot of paper left. So I'm just gonna kind of go with it at this point. I am not buying any more Horizon paper. I figure the colors are very good. I think I can fit them in with other collections. So I pull out a frame and then 2 postcards, a tag, a heart that says favorite place, but the place does kind of get covered up, and then a loving this banner that kind of goes with the one that I fussy cut, and then a little butterfly or moth, or not really sure what it is, honestly. There were lots of bugs when we were in Mexico because it was crazy raining and we were eaten alive by mosquitoes. So really, I should just call that a pretty mosquito because that will remind us of our trip. So I am just going to adhere everything down. I use the Elmer's tape runner, the permanent one, and I get that at Walmart. Mainly because it's easy to get, and they're open 24 hours a day, and I run out of adhesive a lot, so it does work well. If you saw there, I was trying to rip up my page to put that down, and it tore a little bit, so I think it's pretty good. So we'll see what it looks like in 100 years. Remember to wear your crown. See you tomorrow. Bye.